Dev Narc. Rengar.
Ta-da! We're back. So what were you saying about PT in Omaha?
Yeah, so I was in Omaha at the time doing my internship. I was living with my wife's family. Which, by the way, just...
It was just like a chunk of poop or something.
Just hold me, I don't care. I need love.
Ugh.
Anyway,
We're being lulled into a false state of security here.
so seriously, I know that's what's happening. That's why the game's doing whatever it's doing right now. With its fiddles. Anyway, before I go to my death...
You were playing PT in Omaha for the first time.
I have to recollect my thoughts. I'm terrified right now. Playing PT in Omaha, I didn't play it alone, like I probably should have. I was with my my brother-in-law. He was terrified of the game. He actually had to walk away from it after a little while.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't. There were definitely parts that got me. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it was a bad game or anything. But I couldn't quite see why Devin was so terrified of it, especially when he can handle games like this and I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused. I'm like, okay, so this game is scary, but it's not as scary as Outlast. Like, I had no idea what everybody was going on about. And so after a while, like after beating the game, I never actually officially beat it, but I got to the last sequence before you beat it.
There he is.
No.
Mr. Draggy Chain. That's his name.
So I don't think I can be crouched in this water.
Are you not crouched right now? I guess it would make sense.
I don't know where I would hide if I saw him, honestly. Do you have any ideas? Or do I just have to run?
I think your best bet would just be to continue running. So, I'll guide you through this part because I think it even took me like
way too long,
forever to figure it out. But I think there is a stack of boxes in the middle of the room that you have to climb up on.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Did you happen to remember finding any batteries in here?
I don't think so. But yeah, he's going to be real near you.
I can hear him.
And remember, you can zoom in a little bit and you can actually get the night vision to go forward a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know which direction he's coming from.
I think you can hear him in the surround sound, right?
Yes, he's really close wherever he is.
Ooh, he's growling.
I have to let him get away from me. I can't do what I'm doing. But anyway, so I was really confused by like what scared me in this game that didn't him as much, and what scared him in PT but didn't me as much. Because I mean, I'm really scared of horror games, and I know that. Like, I don't do well in horror game scenarios. But regardless, PT just wasn't that bad for me. I mean, it was scary, but it wasn't miserable. But for you, it was almost miserable. Like, for a little time, you were like, oh my gosh, this game is so hard for me to play. Like, I was crying.
It affected me for days. I was always thinking about it. It was always on my mind for, I'd say, like 4 or 5 days after I played it. It really stuck with me. And I think, like, where the two types of horror come from are there's seeing things happen, and there's he's close.
I don't know where, though. We could be walking around each other.
Well, that is a stack of boxes, but it's not
the stack
anything
of
you
boxes.
can climb up on.
I'm like trying to be so careful, but I have no idea where he is.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Like, I can hear him generally where he is, but I don't know how close or far away he is.
He's definitely pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, compared to where I was before when I heard him, he's louder right now.
Okay, did you come through there?
I don't know. It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that... So should I just walk dead in front of that? And maybe to the left?
Yeah.
I gotta regain some stuff. Just different types of horror.
Right. Like,
just like you were saying. You've already said that last episode, but that's the way it is. It's just different types.
Like, I think the analogy I used once was... the type of horror that scares Brennan is... Say there's a haunted mansion. The kind of horror that would scare Brennan would be getting thrown in the front door of that mansion and just hearing madness happening constantly. Like seeing people run up and down the hallways upstairs and banging on walls and stuff. Like, that's what scares Brennan. What would scare me is if there was somebody... If I was standing outside the front door of the mansion and there was somebody with me and that person said, "You're going to go inside this mansion, and at some point, something is going to get you."
I found where I'm supposed to go.
Oh, good. Something is going to get you. I'm not going to tell you what or when, but it will find you. And then being forced to go inside.
Nope. I can't climb up that, can I?
Yeah, no, but that's genuine. That's where... Genuine. You're in the right area. I think there's like a ramp or boxes or something.
There was a ramp right there.
Oh, good. Okay, I know where you're doing. Go to the right. He's close.
I'm trying to survive.
You do need to go up that ladder. What's going to happen is... Okay, so this catwalk is collapsed over there a little bit. You're going to want to go up the collapsed part, and then you're going to have to run across, and there it is. Okay, it's not collapsed, it's a ladder. Or stairs. You're going to want to...
No idea where he is.
Go up.
Is that him? No. Yep.
Is it?
Whatever.
I think you're in the clear.
Yeah, something's moving away.
Okay, he sees you.
I'm trying to run!
Stand up! Stop! What are you doing?
I don't know!
Stand up and run and jump! Goodness!
I made it! Oh, dude, the fear is real. He said, "I'll find you." Does that mean I have little time?
I don't know. I don't know. Hi, friend. So, I know that in the moment of fear, it's hard to think of, but literally every time it comes down to, like, you are about to die, you always put down your camera and literally crawl away from him.
So, you want to know what goes through my head every single time?
Huh.
I know I'm already crawling, or at least I think I'm already crawling, so I'm trying to hit the run button, and I hit the run button, and I don't run. Because you don't run automatically. You have to get up first and then run. So I hit the run button and nothing happens, and then that's when panic sets in. And so then I'm trying to find the stop crawling button, and I always hit it in sequence of the camera button first, who knows why, then the crawl button, because then I'm like, oh wait, that was the wrong button. Then I hit the crawl button, and then now I'm really confused because it's dark and I'm lost. So then I'm like trying to figure out what I'm doing while trying to remember which button's the camera button, and usually at that point I've hit every other button on the thing. And then once the camera's up, then I can figure it out and get back into the groove. But
okay, well, at least you didn't die.
But that's basically what happens to me every single time. I probably could have made it out of that anyway. I'm getting a little bit more confident, which is good.
Yeah. No, you're definitely making progress.
Other than, like, that basement.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna hurt you. Oh,
what? Where am I?
Oh, it's a trap. Where'd he go? Now that was tricky. I have never noticed that before.
He comes running at you and then takes off in another direction?
No, the guy that was sitting on the stool in that first room, he was only there to trap you. He closed the door.
So that you can't go back. It's also kind of an interesting game mechanic because they want to make it so you can't go backwards. Well, they got to find a way to do that without, following rocks,
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to traverse through my tomb on the next episode of Devnarg and Brengar.